It's a way better investment, and start with native, and don't start with a self-service account, because again, you will get traffic, definitely. You will get cheap traffic, cheap clicks, definitely. You will definitely not get conversions. Very important here too, to understand the way of native until you get actually profitable, or at least break even. So when you start broad, as you can see here. It's like a funnel. You start broad, and then you need to narrow down the funnel. You need to narrow down the costs. It's not like with Meta that you go broad afterwards. It's exactly vice versa. You start broad and narrow it down. And this narrow down process makes it profitable, because with this, at one moment, if here is the break even, then from that moment, you're going to basically earn money, get money. And for this process, again, you need to turn off here, if this is like the button, you need to turn off the sites, but you need to do the same with the ads, for example. If you run multiple marketing angles, you need to assume the same with that one. So you need to narrow it down. And again, be very strict here and turn things off which are not going to work, or which didn't work out for you that well. So for example, here in this case, I would turn off all of these ones here, because these UME platforms, they are basically, they just slipped through their block list. Actually can happen, should not happen, but can happen. And yeah, this is something I would turn off now manually when I see this, this site list here. And at one moment you will see, when you do here a good job, at one moment you will see there are a few placements which actually give you a good return on ad spend. And the algorithm, don't worry, will sooner or later focus on that ones. So whenever you want to try something new, you need a new campaign here, because the algorithm will find in your working campaign some placements, some ads which are working pretty good, which are doing a great job. And this is something you can scale up then, because always keep in mind, native ads is a scaling channel. With native ads, you can find your right fit, and then you scale it up. This is how native works. The another thing which I see now here, because a lot of people are asking me about the return on ad spend, the ROAS, what's something you can calculate with. You see, it totally depends here. Also here, unfortunately, a return on ad spend of 5 something is not duplicatable on a long run, on a scale. But I would like to say, or I can say pretty confidently, a return on ad spend of 2, 2.5, up to 2.8 is very realistic or through the majority of niches and marketing angles and products and services. This, of course, depends a bit on your specific product, specific service, specific kind of marketing approach. And so there are a few components which are kind of influencing it, but these are some rough numbers here I can give you.